What is going on, guys? Hopefully, I've just silenced my phone and I keep it close by. I do put it on do not disturb just in case you guys can't hear me. At least one of you or somebody can text me and say we can't hear you because I'm not always reading the comments and sometimes it just goes that way. But welcome to Happy Hour Live. I'm Dave. And we've got Jamaican coffee. No, we've got a cowboy coffee going on tonight. That's what we got going on. Well, guys, I have to tell you, it's been a great couple of weeks. Sorry I missed you last week, but it's everything has been great, and got out of. I actually spent a couple weeks in Mesa, Arizona, kind of in town. The resort I stay at there is all right. I'm guys. The longer I do this, the more I get used to and enjoy the boondocking. If I could just, we're not gonna quite get the sunset, but let me. I wish I could show you. Can I show you? Our sunset is being hidden tonight. I'm gonna step away from the. And it's behind that big cloud right behind me there. So we're not really going to get a sunset tonight, unfortunately, but absolutely beautiful Arizona sunset nonetheless. And the longer I do this, the more I've always enjoyed boondocking, but boy, I'll tell you, if I spend 2 weeks in the city, I need to spend a couple weeks out of the city. I'm not going to be able to do that this month because after I leave here, I'm only here for a week and I'm turning around and going to Tucson. I'll be in Tucson for Thanksgiving. And I do have Miss Bonnie coming. She'll be joining me for Thanksgiving, so she'll probably be on the show here coming up. And then I've got about 2 weeks. She has to head off to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, right around the first week of December. And at that point, then I'll be able to get over to Quartzsite, where I can do a little more boondocking out that way. So looking forward to getting back over to Quartzsite and see what I can come up with. But I come out here and do you hear? You hear that sound? It's not helicopters. It's not ambulances, fire trucks, police, roaring cars racing down the road. It's been, I mean, I'm just getting more and more used to being out here in the middle of nowhere. And Gary actually sent me a message, and he can see me on his GPS of where I'm at. And he said, "You are miles away from anybody." That is the point, Gary. That is absolutely that is absolutely the point. So let's say hi to everybody real quick and see how everybody's doing real quick. I have a little better video. It's starting to get dark here. The sunset with the time change with for you guys, not for me. The sunset has been happening right around 5:24, 5:25, and just a little bit early for me to do the lives, but so glad that you guys could join us. So real quick, we'll say hi. There's Cowboy Biker Adventure Dawn right there getting first word of the night. How you doing, Dawn? Tom and Lori, RV Life, are in the house. And scrolling on down here, X Fired Up, Cracker Box Palace, saying hello to Bill real quick. Sherry right there. I know Sherry. Glad to have you here. Sherry is my brother's wife. Glad to have you here. Excuse me, that's the wrong Sherry. That is Sherry is that if you remember the gal that I did the live with at Disney World, and that is the gal, she's joining in. Good to see you again. Ms. Pearl is here in the house, and Brian McCulloch is in the house. Glad to have you guys here. So it is going to get a little bright here. I'll have to turn down my light just a little bit, but glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. You know what? It has been peaceful. It has been quiet. And I had never been out to this area before. It came up on my compendium. And I didn't realize that it was state trust land when I got out here, but right here in the spot where I'm at is a big sign that says you do need a permit. And guys, I don't know how long I have done it. I have never stayed on state trust land. I've always opted for BLM or what have you. If it was state trust land, I would just move over to BLM because BLM is usually not far away and it was just easier. The other day when I got here, I just went, I don't want to move any further. I'm just going to go and see how hard it is to get an Arizona trust land permit. And surprisingly, very simple. It probably took me less than 5 minutes to go on. And it's funny, I haven't done this in the 8 years that I've been out boondocking. I have not bought a state trust land permit before. I signed on to their website, created an account real quick with an email address, and gave them my information and hit the pay button and paid it right from my phone. And I was able to save it right to my phone. I have not been asked. I have not had anybody come by and ask me for my trust land permit. But that is the only difference between staying out here and staying on the BLM. So far, no permits required for staying on the BLM, but I think that's the way we're headed. I don't know. We will see. But glad to have you guys here. I have got oh, by the way, let me finish up that thought with the state trust permit. $15. That's it for a year. Now, I didn't happen to notice when it said that it expires because I just bought mine, and here we are in November. And possibility that it expires on the 31st of December. I'm not sure if anybody out there knows. Throw it out there in the comments section. So. But I see Life with Letty is in from Texas saying hi. Oh, you guys made it way down there. Where in Texas, Lenny? There's Miss Jenny right there. Yes, he's back in the West. So yeah, and boondocking and loving it. It's quiet, it's peaceful, with the exception of some shooting, which I saw the reviews before I came out here. There was a lot of people talking. I don't know about you guys. Shooting doesn't bother me. Not in the slightest, not in the bit. It's off in the distance. It starts in the morning and somewhere in the evening, and I can't even hear it inside the coach. So how about you guys? I mean, I know there are some people that have that are sensitive to it. It just has never bothered me at all. So Louisville, north of Dallas. Okay. All right. Hopefully everybody is staying warm out there. I can tell you that it has been really perfect here. The temperatures have been not too hot during the day, not too cold at night, just cool enough that you can open a window and it keeps things cool. So let me throw this out here. We're pretty much doing open mic nights, if pretty regular now. I used to do it once per month. And we just I enjoy having people on and chatting. So if you want to join us, let me go ahead and put a link in the comment section here. There we go. I think I got it. And if you want to come on and say hi, I always enjoy the conversation. We usually get into some pretty great conversations. So let me throw that out there right there. So if you click that link right there, it will take you to to the green room, and where you can set up your sound and anything that you want to put on the title bar underneath your name, and we'll bring you on. We'll bring you on at that point. So it's getting darker there. I've got the light and stuff going, and I'm trying to my lighting guy is napping, so I'm trying to. There we go. Is that hopefully that's a little better. That's a little better. Absolutely a great week, and kind of kicked it and relaxed in Mesa. Got out to Goldfield and did a little bit of sightseeing around, but didn't do a whole lot of filming over the last couple of weeks. So, but I did film here, and I'm gonna throw it out there for whatever it's worth. Wherever I go boondocking, when I go boondocking, I try to run around and pick up a bag of trash. And this is just a reminder to the folks out there. I mean, most of the folks we have here, everybody knows, but if we all do our part, we can keep these areas from getting shut down. And that is kind of the hope. So without that, let me go ahead and throw up a video here and kind of show you where I'm at. Come on now. There we go. What is going on, guys? Well, I figured I'd show you the new digs. Approximately, about 40 miles north of Tucson. And these are my neighbors right here. And I can tell you that I am quite all right. I actually do have a neighbor. We'll walk around the other side here. He was there earlier, maybe. He's probably still there. Somewhere over there. I don't see him now. There was a van over there, probably about 150 yards away. He may have pulled out, but this is my happy space. I mean, get me away from the city, get me away from people, traffic, sirens, planes, helicopters, ambulance, fire trucks. But this is not the normal BLM state trust land. And I have to say, this is the first time that I have been on state trust land, and I got all the way out here, didn't realize from a post on Campendium, and nobody had mentioned, or at least I didn't read into it, that it was state trust land. By the time I got out here, I thought, you know what, it's too late. I'm just gonna go ahead and pay $15 permit fee. It's good for a year, and I'll take it. I do hear some shooting going on over that way. They're not shooting at us. As actually, I am okay with shooting. I don't have any problem with them shooting, and it dies down at the end of the day. Actually, during the week you couldn't hardly hear anybody over there shooting. But it is Sunday, it is live day, and the weekend people are going to get out and play, and who could blame them? Who could blame them? I even have a cactus. I have to put him in the background for the live tonight. So a little cloudy. It could be a spectacular sunset. It's really hard to say. We'll have to keep an eye on and see what the sunset does. But I figured I'd give you kind of an idea of where I'm at. I'm here for a week, and then heading into Tucson to an RV park there in Tucson to spend Thanksgiving with, and gonna do the resort thing. So let's get on with the live. Hang on, guys. Like I said, this is one of the first times that I've been out to the state trust land and actually stayed out here. Boy, that's ugly. One of the things that I do is I try to pay it back a little bit and pick up some of the garbage that people have left behind. I don't have my gloves, I know, so don't give me too hard of a time here. But there's every manner of junk and trash that people leave out at these places. And, you know, I can't help but think that if we just pick up, at least just pick up one. Just pick up one bag of trash. I noticed some cans over here. This one actually isn't too bad. Looks like somebody buried their fire there. That was good. So I gotta give credit. But if everybody just picks up a bag of trash, maybe we can keep from getting these places from being closed. I save my old grocery bags from different places. Oh, that is way in there. Can I get that? I don't know if I can get in there and get that. Trying not to get stabbed. Everything wants to poke you, bite you, or sting you. In the desert, and you can see there's a cactus right there. Lots of cactus around, so you gotta watch it. I don't know. Some people just. I don't see this as being the problem of full-timers. I see this as being unfortunately, the weekend warriors, the homeless. The homeless seem to think that they're owed. But and it's my opinion, if even some of us just try to keep it cleaner and leave it cleaner than the way we got it, maybe we can keep them from shutting down some of these areas. I see some trash over there, but it is right below a cactus, and I don't know. It's like, what is this? It's like tape or something. It's a whole, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Why? Why is this out here? What was the purpose of leaving this out here? You know, I know what that is. There was a cable or electrical wire or something, and probably scavengers came across some copper wire. They stripped all the wire to get the copper out of it. Really? And they just threw the sheathing over to the side. Boy, that's a lot. It just keeps going and going. Yeah, this is, seems like wire sheathing. Maybe there was copper, maybe there was aluminum, and they could make a buck on that much aluminum, and they'd leave their garbage behind. It takes all sorts. This one is really long, but I am going to get it all. Oh, I hear the shooting going on. Looks like a war zone. It sounds like a war zone behind me. I don't know if you can hear that on camera or not. Go figure. Go figure. I don't know why, but oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch more over here. What in the world? Oh, really? Really? That may fill up my bag. That may be all that I can take. Let's see if we can get this stuffed in the bag here. I'm going to set you down for a second. There's a shameless plug for Winco Foods. I almost couldn't fit the other one in there. Now I'm trying to fit this one in. And that's what it looks like, is wire sheathing. I hope they made their dollar out of it. I bet they didn't. I bet there wasn't even $1 worth in that. Takes all sorts. But if I can come along, pick it up, and when I go to the resort, I'll just throw it in the trash there. And that pretty much fills up this little bag. So I think I got one bag. And that you know, it just, if I don't need to pick up all of it. Yes, there is more around here, but, and who knows, maybe before I leave I might pick up another bag. Hard to say. This one's get ready to go in the truck. Let's throw it in the back. Let's see if I can tie it up. Wow, it is so full. I don't know if I can or not. But they keep closing these areas because of the trash and because of the pressure. And we got to try. We got to try. So probably not what you wanted to see. And yes, if I went to a resort, I wouldn't have to walk around picking up trash. But I don't get this. And it really is just that quiet. I did have a van staying. He looks like he's gone now, but he was about 150 yards over that way.
Hello. Hello, little cactus.
Yeah. They call
I can
that
remember
cash
when I used to
in,
touch
trash
these. I
out.
know better than to touch them anymore. They
Like
kind of
that.
hurt.
Thanks, Brian.
Beautiful. This is beautiful. Just watch your step. Probably not the greatest place to play football with the kids. or with the frisbee with the dogs. There you go. You guys can touch them. You can tell me how it was. I'm not touching them. Oh no, there's my van right over there. Yeah, you can see him way over there. He is quiet. That's been my only neighbor for 3 or 4 days now that I've been here. I'll take it. I will take it. It has been quiet, peaceful. It did rain a couple times. Might rain tonight, I don't know. The sun will be going down right over there, so we will watch for that sunset tonight. All right, guys, let's get on with the live. Right now it's just a cup of coffee, but I will make something. I'll make something. Perfect.
There you go. I got my Yellowstone cup going on right now. So I see Gary's in the house. Glad to have you here. Yeah, trashing. I think Brian coined it right. There actually is a name for that, and they do set up caches in trashy areas, and they call it cash in, trash out, and it's CITO, CITO, I think it is, and the object is to get geocachers to, when they go in to find the geocache, but also take a bag of trash out with them, and that's kind of their way of cleaning up these areas. I did check for geocaches in the area. My nearest one is about, I think it is about half a mile away. I did see something cute. I took a screenshot of it. Let me see if I can find that screenshot real quick. There is a geocache trail, you might say, and let me see if I can pull up that picture. Go back. Come on now. See if I can pull up that picture. It was, and I even think otherwise I would have had it ready for the. I would have had it ready for the live here, but come on, where are you? Right there. That is all geocaches. Let me see if I can get it so you can see it. Now, how's that? You can see all of them. There must be 100 there. Miss Pac-Man making a scene on the geocaching trip. That actually isn't too far away. That's a lot of work for going around and finding. That's a lot of geocaches. Oh, there it is. There we go. Come on. No. Yeah, that one right there. Somebody spent the time to set up. Each one of those are at least 600 feet apart. And somebody spent a lot of time setting up that geocache there. So kind of a cute idea. I've seen aliens and spaceships out at Area 51. I've never actually gone after them. They call them power trails. And you can pick up a lot of caches in one small area if you're willing to put the work into finding them. But so geotrashing is actually a thing. So good call there. Uh, it was almost seamless. Yeah, there you go. I went I saw that. It was actually pretty good. Although I was wearing my cowboy hat, my live hat. Oh, 6 p.m. in Yuma. Yeah, 6 p.m. here too. There's only a small portion of Arizona that doesn't participate in um, uh, the daylight savings time, and I believe that's the Navajo Nation, and that comprises. I think that is the biggest uh, uh, Indian reservation in the country, and that is. And yeah, there you go. 5 o'clock in Oregon. Yeah. Um, yeah, Navajo Nation, I believe, is the largest in reservation in the country. They do say like the daylight savings time, and so that's the only part of Arizona. They're in Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and what's the other state? I can't remember. I believe it's 4 states though. It's Colorado. I think Colorado. So that. Oh, I see Don's in the house. You want to come on and say hi, Don? There he is. Yeah, if you want to join us, let's bring. Let's. How do we get Don on here? Don, there you
Hey
are.
everybody, how you
How
doing?
you, good. How you doing?
I just thought
So
I'd come by and say hi.
I'm glad that you did. Long time no see. So
Yeah,
Gary up in Canada says it's 8 p.m. there.
yeah.
And Lenny says it's 7 p.m. in the heart of Texas.
Oh, okay.
So
It's 5 here.
it's 5 there. Okay. Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
I got 6:02 is my time here,
Yep.
and I'm gonna try to time the lives to get around the sunsets because I think they're usually too good to not share. Tonight, you saw it was behind a cloud there, and it wasn't having any part of the live tonight. So,
Yeah, I'm checking. Oh, I
how you
see where
doing,
Lenny.
Don?
Good. Lenny and Angela is some old stomping grounds, just north part of DFW area. Okay.
No, no
Cool.
kidding.
Yep.
Nice. I see you got your cowboy hat on there, Don.
Yeah, it's my new one. They sent me, so I thought I'd wear it. It may have got bent up. I don't know.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I think you probably got the same email I got. So
Yep. American Hat Makers.
yeah,
Henry,
they wanted.
Texas.
I like my hat, and it's funny. I don't know now. You're monetized now. You're probably getting the emails. I get flooded with emails saying we want to give you this to review or
Yeah,
that to review. Are you getting those emails now?
yeah, I do get them from time to time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Oh, I can't see my shirt because of my tie. This is Tom and Lori's new shirt. Thank you, Tom.
you got it.
Lori.
Wait a minute. We have to get a better shot of that. Let's get you back up there. You got one of the new Tom and Lori t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. You haven't seen anything. I'll show you the back. I don't know if you
What?
on camera.
Oh, wow. Now there's a shameless plug. There's a
Yeah.
shameless plug.
Well, I won it on their 10th anniversary live. They did. So.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I missed that one, unfortunately. I try not to miss them, but I don't get all the notifications anymore. Not, yeah,
Yep.
unless I know it's happening. Even sometimes I know it's happening, but the time isn't right.
There we go. They can see it.
There we
now.
go. Gary says now he has to look up your location, then check the sunset time to figure out when the show comes on. Yeah, you kind of do, Gary. It's right around 6 o'clock Pacific. I try to keep it around that time, but again, tonight a little bit early because everybody else has to do the daylight savings time thing. So
Yep.
yeah, you're getting
it gets dark at 4:30. Of course, here it rained all day yesterday. It actually rained a lot. We got water standing around everywhere,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's kind of rained today too. So
Okay.
which
Okay.
is
Yeah. I
different
got
from
a
the.
you sent it over this way, Don, which I don't appreciate. I got a little bit of your rain last night and yesterday afternoon, but thankfully it didn't last that long. And I only had about 10 minutes worth of rain each time that it kind of rolled through. So
Oh,
nothing bad.
look at that! Tom says this is one of only 5 shirts in existence like this.
Is that right? I missed that.
Yeah,
I missed that. Well, they
yeah,
got a shameless plug out of it, you know. And I think if you join their channel, they will send you a new T-shirt. So is
yeah.
that
I wouldn't know. They sell T-shirts.
so,
Yeah, look at that. It rained in Yuma also. So rain
yeah.
in the desert is, special. So
I want to tell you, you know that I don't know if I didn't mention it. So yeah, there apparently Tom is, yeah, he thought that was pretty good. Everything is so green out here in the desert. Everything is flowering,
yeah,
blooming, or sprouting leaves. It apparently has been very wet in the desert this year. So greener than I've seen it.
well, that's good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's a good thing. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm sure it snowed. I've been here like 6 weeks now. It snowed when I first got here on Mount Charleston over there back in the first of October, I guess it was.
Is that
And
right?
I'm sure it's snowing now. I saw it on radar. It looked like it was going to snow up on Mount Charleston, but
Oh
of course
wow.
it's dark. I can't see it, and plus it's been overcast.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Do you just keep that up by do not send that down here? We don't want any. Did I mention that? Well,
yeah,
I guess we'll take the rain because it does make the desert pretty, but don't
yeah.
don't don't send the snow down here. I think we should keep daylight savings time and even go an hour further than that.
It's
So,
already dark at 4:30. Give me a break.
and isn't that funny? For the last decade, I think every time we come up on daylight savings time, we talk about getting rid of that altogether. And I honestly don't know what the benefit of changing the times. So I don't
I
know.
think the time's passed for it, from what I can tell, but they can't get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
No, somehow yeah, we can't seem to get rid of it. I see
well,
Gary's in the house. No,
Gary,
no, he's got
Gary,
yeah, Gary.
do they
But
use daylight saving
yeah,
times around the world or just the U.S.?
what's that?
Do they use it daylight saving time around the world or just U.S.? I thought that was just a U.S. thing. Do they
That
use it in Canada?
Well, let's ask Gary because he's right here, and we can ask somebody who actually knows here.
Ryan has
Gary,
a
how
good
you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. That's how you come on the show, right?
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I don't know. It's North American anyway. Is it a worldwide phenomenon? I don't know.
I
Well,
don't.
they do it in Canada.
Well, yeah, we do it in Canada, except for, there's always some remote area in the middle of the plains that says, no, we're not doing that because we get sun all day anyway. So,
Right, right. Brian,
Obviously,
he has my attitude on it right there. He says we're retired. Who cares what time it is?
there's only
Uh-oh.
one thing you need to know. If you're a homeowner, I know it's a weird thing when we're all RVers, but if you're a homeowner, the most important day of the week, do you know what that is?
Huh?
Garbage day.
Exactly. Yeah. then after that.
After that, who cares?
Yeah. We lost Gary, or we lost Dawn, I should say, and I'm not
Yeah,
sure
how'd that
where
happen?
Yeah, hopefully come on back, Don, if you're around there. But yeah, and he I don't know which internet he's working with there, but let me throw a post. If you want to come on, let me throw this link up there. Click the link and come on back and join us, and that'll put you into the green room, and I can introduce you from there. So, well, how's I see your oh, there he is. Don's back. Where'd you go, Don?
I made a mistake. I clicked over here to make comments and to sign in to make comments, and unfortunately, it took me to another.
That's
page.
what you get for not having a highly technical, capable crew working behind the scenes.
There you go.
There you go.
So, yeah, but I clicked on join chat so I can make comment, and it wants me to do it again. I can't make comments.
Not gonna do it. We can just bring it up. You guys do the right thing. You read their comment, I'll bring it up, and you can answer it right there on the screen. So,
but I signed in to StreamYard when I did that.
Yeah.
At least I think I did.
Those of you that use StreamYard, by the way, they give you all kinds of advertisements now before you actually get on. You just have to keep Xing out of those.
Yep.
Don't bite on their advertisements saying check out their plans or check this out or check that out, because it just ends up you end up in a whirlwind of advertising for StreamYard. So
take you down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, absolutely. But
I tried that YouTube stream in there a few weeks back, and I thought it would be simple. It's so complicated. I didn't know what was going on.
It actually is. And those of you that don't know, it's signing on and do it. I've been doing it with StreamYard long enough now that I don't even think about trying the YouTube, because it is complicated and it is kind of a pain in the butt. And I would just rather do this right here. And
it's got a bunch of new features, but who cares?
Yeah.
What more do you need, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Last time I tried a mobile one on YouTube, and that's been years, it would not let me change the orientation, or it would not let me change the camera.
Yep. And then you hit that orientation. Yeah, it won't let you change it. You have to do that before you actually go live with it. Otherwise, you're stuck.
I think in the camera.
Yeah.
So you got to have it set before you turn it on. So
it's been a minute since I've done the mobile live, but absolutely, yeah. And then I like to do it every now and then just to make sure that I still know how to do it. So it's been a while since I've done it.
Well, you were doing that in Florida, right?
What's that?
You were doing the mobile lives in Florida.
Yeah, whenever I come across something interesting that I want to share, I'll just throw it up there and do it. Sometimes it's I've done the courtside big tent sale, which I will be back there again this year, and I'll probably do the mobile live during that time. Don's actually joined me for one of those, and I actually kind of like it. He gives people kind of a first-hand view of what's going on at the big tent sale. But I like doing that anytime just to kind of share with people. So,
well, I hope to be down there for that, but got to get my sister moved. I think we're going to see 4 houses tomorrow after my checkup with the doctor tomorrow in Vegas.
Okay. Yeah.
How's she doing?
What's
How's
that?
your sister, Don?
She is doing a lot better. She is. She's doing well. She just.
A lot of that is because of you, Don.
She just needs to build up her strength. I mean, she wants to get very stable in her walk, even though she's walking, but she gets tired easy, and she's doing well. They still say that kidneys and liver enzymes are off or whatever they are, but yet no one's ever. Yeah, I think she's going to the doctor next Monday. So
Okay.
I'm glad she's doing better. That's for sure. We all are, I'm sure.
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely. And hopefully you get back out on the road. I don't know about you. I spend more than a couple of weeks in one place. I start getting a nervous twitch. So
yeah, I've got to replace my refrigerator. I got it all unbolted and everything, but I'm not sure if I want to tackle that by myself. And I know you gave me a tip of getting day labor, but I must not be smart enough to know how to do that. But,
happy to help you with that. I have to repeat that out to Miss Pearl, and I assume that Bob is there someplace close by. Need to touch bases with them because I will be in Yuma, and would need to kind of sync up times because I know they want to do a residential fridge in yours, and I think you're talking about doing a residential fridge as well.
Yeah, I'm
so
a little nervous about it since it's got a defrost, auto defrost. They claim I can't disconnect, so I don't know. That's 600 extra watts of power.
Yeah,
I don't know how long that runs for though.
Near as I can tell, somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. I was worried about it originally, but it doesn't seem to be long enough that it's really affected my batteries too badly.
But you turn yours off at night, don't you? Your inverter still?
I do. So those that are thinking about going to the residential fridge, one of the things that I do every night is shut down. I shut down all of my power. I was a little nervous about that as well, and I've had absolutely no problems with it. And in fact, it hasn't even been a thought. So I wake up every morning, turn my power on to make my coffee, and my ice maker and everything has fared just fine. So
my ice maker died.
I think I'll just turn my refrigerator off when I go to bed if I'm boondocking.
Yeah, there's two ways that I've seen people do it, and they've actually so Dan and Jen Nevada had theirs. They had a separate, smaller inverter just for their refrigerator that they could leave on all night long. So it was a separate inverter, ran off of their house battery system. They could shut off all of their power, and that separate inverter would be the one that continued on and ran it. I thought about doing that originally when I put my residential fridge in, and it was very quickly I realized that wasn't going to be necessary. So
yeah.
Well, ours burns. I think it's only a couple hundred watts. It's not much, and we got a big.
I'm talking about the defroster. Defroster 600.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a small refrigerator. We're talking 11 cubic foot. I'm taking out an 8 cubic foot and putting in 11. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous about buying it until I get this one out to get a real solid measurement. Make sure there's nothing keeping it, and then ordering it because I'm getting it off Amazon. It's the one I found is a Black & Decker. It's the closest thing I could find. I could go smaller. I don't want to though.
Yeah. So Miss Pearl asked when I'm going to be in Yuma. I am going to be in Yuma the December 31st through the 14th of January. And we ought to get on the phone and talk. And I see the next one is, what fridge did you use? Mine is in Amana, and I can tell you that it was not exactly what I had planned on putting in, but I created the space, and you saw that in my video for installing the refrigerator, literally a quarter of an inch at a time, both in height and width, so that I could put technically I could put a 36-inch counter depth refrigerator in there that would be flush and would fit just like it came from the factory. But but that is really what you have to look at is the where you can take up that space. And in my case, the standard size for those Norcolds, and you might be able to tell me, Don, because you've probably been measuring it, it's not very big.
It is not. I think the one I'm going to replace it with is going to stick out 3 to 4 inches from where it's flush now. But the one that's in there measures, wait a minute. That can't be right. It says it's 52 7/8 of an inch and
That's
23
tall.
and a half inches wide and 24 inches deep. And
Don't believe it, Don.
Okay.
Don't
It's
believe it's
100
100% accurate.
It's actually 131 pounds. Oh no, that's even more for me to lift.
Yeah.
My experience is when you look up an item like a fridge or a stove or whatever, and you got the model number, serial number, everything. You go to the site, you look up the dimensions, they're close, but they're not right.
They never seem to be right, do they? Yeah.
I was expecting a different. It's a 10 cubic feet. I looked at so many.
Yeah.
I was actually expecting. Oh God, it would not fit.
Yeah.
I misread the measurements.
Yeah.
I don't think these measurements are right. That's online for it though. It looks taller than 53 inches.
Oh, I don't know. I don't. It's kind of sounding right, but again, this is where you have to get up there with a tape measure that stuff, and go after it.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, Don's going after it right now. Gary, you have a residential. Have you had any? Could you complain at all about your residential fridge?
Well, it's a 2013 fridge because the RV is a 2014, and it still works. But the ice maker recently failed, and I've gone through every single thing to try to reset the ice maker. So mine, believe it or not, is still under warranty because we have that crazy extended warranty. So I called the service center because, we have to pay for an estimate on the fridge and then they'll pay to do whatever work needs to be done. So I called the place, or I emailed them, and they wrote me back an email that they wanted like $140 to come by and look at the fridge. But a lot of these older fridges, they can't repair. And I said, well, it sounds to me like you want to come over here and want me to pay you $140 to tell me you can't fix my fridge. So I still have yet to look for another person. I've actually been buying bags of ice and dumping it in the ice maker, and it still churns it up and kicks it out. So I'm dealing with it, but I still got to buy bags of ice, right? Which I don't like.
Did you know that the number one refrigerator repair is something to do with the ice maker?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mine stopped working twice before, and I was convinced it would never work again. And I tried everything, resetting it, defrosting it, all that stuff. And then I would just be sitting here one night after not playing around with it for like a week, and all of a sudden you can hear it start making ice. So I'm still very hopeful.
Right. Lenny says, I don't think our residential fridge uses much power at all. I have to agree. The biggest draw I see is about 500 watts for about 30 seconds when the ice maker gets ready to dump ice. Okay. All right.
Well, my issue, if I run my fridge, which I think draws around 350 watts when it kicks on. Now, when I'm boondocking, and if I run something else like a microwave, maybe not the microwave, but have an AC click on, or have my hot water heater, the electrical side of it, kick on, I've got a problem. So that is my concern. And by the way, it measures what I thought it did. 59, almost 60 inches. The one going in there is 59.9. And I I think it's maybe it's going to be within a 1/4 inch.
Okay. Okay.
So, like I said, it will stick out. It will stick out about. Well, see what they call depth. They list depth first, and that makes me nervous.
Right. So one of the things when you're researching this, and I did research it extensively, when you're researching and thinking about switching over to a residential fridge, they are a narrower cabinet. They're not as deep. And the one that you're looking for a refrigerator is you're looking for the term counter depth. So actually, if you put in counter depth refrigerator for a Google search, you'll see all kinds of refrigerators that are listed. These are not as deep refrigerators, typically about 3 inches less than standard counter depth type refrigerator. So that's kind of what you're looking for your RV refrigerator. So
That's a great tip. That's 100% true. I had to go through that myself before. I never
yeah,
thought of it. That's a good
yeah.
tip.
But I will say they will fit because I fit one into mine. Now it sticks out about 3-4 inches more than I would like, but I wasn't even sure when I got mine if I was going to like a refrigerator, a residential refrigerator, or if I could even run it for prolonged periods of time, boondocking, which I do a lot of. And I can tell you now, all these years later, that there is absolutely no way in the world you could ever get me to not use a residential refrigerator. They just get colder. They use, as far as I'm concerned, less power. I use no propane. And the amount of electricity that it uses for that entire refrigerator is less than my Keurig coffee maker by almost double. So there you go.
Well, see,
yeah. And the Keurig coffee maker actually runs longer than your fridge does when it comes on.
Yeah.
I think when they list the size, that's the foot on the bottom too, you know, and then the hinges stick up above. I think that's part of the measurement.
Yeah.
And if mine sticks out 3 inches, those two don't come into play. I'll just have to shimmy, you know, underneath there to make sure it's level.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, let me do something really quick. I know this is a great topic. I love the topic, and this is why I like having people on, having you guys on, because we go into topics for full-time RVing that aren't always the number one thing on people's minds, but we end up in great conversations about practical experience. And all of us here have experience with full-time RVing. So it's valuable, and this is kind of why I love the lives. But I'm going to get away from full-time a little bit here, and I'm going to change this up a little bit because we're going to give an update real quick on, let's see if I can share that a little bit, fantasy football for this last couple weeks because I missed you last week. So let me just show you how we ended up week 9. I did manage to take the lead playing Miss Jen right there, and a sizable lead. Cowboy Travelers against you, Gary.
We don't see anything, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it?
No.
Oh, can the people at home see it?
I am home.
Oh, why are we? Oh, this is let's try stopping it and try bringing it up again. This might be a glitch, and we might have our glitch with StreamYard here. How about now?
There it is.
You got it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. For some reason, it wasn't working the first time, but so the week 9, And this is far. We've only got a few more weeks left of fantasy football, but I took the win over Miss Jen right there. Cowboy Travelers against Gary. That's you there, taking a loss. Not too many losses for this year, but taking a loss to Terry over at Cowboy Travelers. Wandering Stars, Dawn, taking a loss to Desert Gypsy. Miss Bonnie was very glad that Dawn gave her the win that week. So Simpler RV Life versus Letty, the Hard Yard. That was a tight game right there. Lenny taking the win, and
Lenny's
Smoke
Hard
Eater.
Yard.
What's that?
Lenny's Hard Yard.
Lenny's Hard Yard. There you go. Then Smoke Eater's taking a win over. Oh, that was in-house. That was a civil war right there between Howard and Cindy. I hope that Howard didn't have to sleep on the couch that week. But last week we had. Let's see if we can get over to that real quick. Desert Gypsy taking a slight win over Howard Smoke Eaters, and there's Lenny's Hard Yard right there. Sizable win against Miss Cindy. Gary taking a just killing it against Jeff, the Simpler RV Life. Miss Jen taking the win over Dawn of Wandering Stars, and I took a win, giving me I believe second place to your first place, Gary. And see how the standings are right now. As of last week, Gary is in the number 1 position. I am in the number 2 position. Miss Jen, Cowboy Travelers, Lenny the Hard Yard is holding on to his 5th place position, and Flying Monkeys, Miss Cindy, coming up 1 position into the 6th. So those 6 will be part of the of our playoffs in just about 4 short games, I believe it is. Go back over to the game center just so we can see how we are all doing this week. And it is a tight race between Wandering Stars, Dawn. I had been projected to win all the way up until today's games by a sizable amount, and Don is looking like he may take the win. You know what? I'm going to stop helping Don when he asks for my help. There, Simpler RV Life. Well, I am. I'm right now. I'm three points behind Don, and I was actually helping Don this week, so that'll teach me. No, it's all good. Simpler RV Life, a tight game between Cowboy Travelers and Jeff right there. Simpler RV Life. We'll see how that one plays out. Smoke Eaters right now is down to Miss Jen at and we'll again, none of these this week will not be complete until Tuesday, but so far it looks like Miss Jen's gonna take that win. So Flying Monkeys against Mr. Gary right there. Gary, you don't have quite the points you normally have here. So
I'm just relaxing. I'm chilling out.
You're feeling pretty confident. So you're holding on to that number 1 position. You're gonna keep it. So I don't blame you. Desert Gypsy, Miss Bonnie. Oh, Miss Bonnie is, we're not even going to talk about that. Look at the projection on that one.
94.
I mean, Lenny is coming on strong this week. So it can go any way right now. I know Bonnie just would like to have at least 6th place. And she's got a little ways to go. Let's see how far. I think Bonnie is at 9th. 8th. Bonnie is in the 8th position. So Dawn, that I'm getting my butt kicked, is at the number 9 position. I don't know how much that'll move him up, but if he gets you guys, a lot of fun. So, and still still about 4 more games to go this week. So thanks, guys. I just wanted to get that out there. I knew we were kind of getting losing. We're running out of time here. That's what I'm looking for. So real quick here, Lenny says the ice maker has a small heater to release the ice. And I am on my second ice maker. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah,
I hear
yeah.
you, Lenny. There's reset buttons, there's heaters, there's all kinds of stuff in there.
It is the number one problem with residential. And I did like you, Gary. I've got the indoor in the door water maker, and I enjoy the hell out of that thing. So far, knock on wood.
Well, you know what bothers me about it is, okay, so we're under warranty. So if the ice maker doesn't work and it can't be replaced, then they got to replace the fridge. But that sucker's got to go through the windshield. That's the only way to get it in and out of here.
Or I brought mine in the side window. So the side window is a little bit easier for mine.
I was looking at it. I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
so. It's pretty deep.
Most will, but it takes at least 2 people to get that refrigerator through that side window. But I was telling Dawn earlier, we were having a conversation about that. That side window is really easy to come out. It does not faze me at all to pull those windows out and reset them and put them back in. So
I got my table I'm sitting at right here is right beside the side window. So I would have to somehow suspend it over the table and out the side window. I can't just rest that on the table. It's way too heavy.
You put pillows or blankets on the table, it'll be just fine, Gary. There you go. I didn't say there wasn't a little bit of nervousness that goes along with putting it in and out the window, but
maybe if I just cut some studs and put some braces between the tabletop and the floor, just to be sure.
Exactly.
I have a single wide fridge, so it goes through the door. At least it measures to go through the door.
Yeah. And sometimes you can get that lucky, but you're not going to do it by yourself, Don. So definitely, I don't mind helping you out with that. So it looks like Gary threw up a picture here. Let's go ahead and put that up there. I'm sorry.
No. That's wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, that's wrong on so many levels. We're not even going to comment on that pic. What
are not even
Gary, why would you do that to my life? All right.
Yeah. It's beautiful, Dave. It's nice and white, fresh and clean. And
it's pretty for snow's beautiful about 5 minutes, then I'm done.
Yeah. Well, being a person that worked outdoors my entire life in Canada, people look outside and they say, "Oh, it's so beautiful out there." And I say, whenever I'm in a building and I'm looking out the window, it looks beautiful.
No,
not when I'm outside.
No. Yeah, well, looks like you got your first snow of the season. Was that your first snow?
Yeah, it was the first one. It didn't last. It's all gone. It's like that here. It'll be like that here until, I don't know, maybe January, and then we might get something to stay for a month, and then it'll be gone again. Yeah, it's pretty mild here.
Yeah. No. Dodd saying hi to Forrest. Yeah, I saw that he came in better late than never. Glad to have you here. Guys, we're already an hour and 10 minutes, so we're gonna have to cut this one off here, but hopefully you guys will join us. Anything coming up that you want to throw out on the live before we shut this thing down?
I just have my Canada and Alaska videos coming out. One's coming out here in about 20 minutes.
Nice.
So, but other than that, that's it. Yep. And I was editing that earlier today, so I was thinking about Lenny and Angela. They were their voices on it. It's about a train, so it's very interesting. I think how it spirals through a mountain to climb it in British Columbia.
Yeah, Tunnel Mountain.
The spiral tunnel. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
outstanding.
National Park.
Okay. How about you, Gary? How you doing up there?
I did a video last week about winterizing the RV, but other than that, kind of just chilling. I'll probably
Okay.
put one out again next week. I got a whole
Well,
bunch of stuff in the I filmed a lot of stuff. I got to put it together, but there'll be a
perfect.
lot of
Perfect.
maybe top 5 videos or something. You know,
Nice,
top
nice.
5 reasons to stay in Canada in the winter.
Well, I got one small one. We haven't been able to, I was hoping to cover it more tonight, but hopefully if somebody, I can use the help of people. I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen here a little bit so you can see this part, because I have a dilemma and I have this part right here. This is an air gap vacuum check valve that goes underneath the sink that has been leaking. This is a brand new one. It's one of 2 brand new ones that I've gotten to try to fix a leak that I've had over the last 2 weeks now. And it only happens when I'm connected to city water. When I'm running on pump, I don't have a leak from it, but where it's leaking is from the air gap right here and coming down the body, and it's just a very light trickle at this point, so it's at least not leaking as bad. But I'm here to tell you, I cannot find the proper fix to get this to stop leaking when I'm connected at least to city water. I don't know what that has to do with it. I'm just throwing it out there. So if we have any plumbers or anybody that has seen that part before or knows what's going on with that part, I am still fighting that leak. And the only thing I can find online about it is they talk about putting a straight pipe in and just getting rid of it altogether. And I say to me, that just feels like the wrong thing to do.
We looked at, or we were talking about that, and the original was white, and that one's black, and the white one is for drinking line. The black one's a sewer one, right? But there's a brass one too.
No, this one,
which you got.
They actually come in 2 flavors now. You can't find the white ones, so they're not making them out of PVC anymore. You can find them in brass, and you can find them in the black plastic. They do the exact same thing, and they're a spring-loaded one-way valve, air gap, and backflow device, and it's meant to protect the coach from polluting or contaminating the water system from your sprayer in your black tank.
Okay, so there's 2 things you can use, and I'll take a picture of both of them and send them to you, because you can actually put a vacuum breaker in line on that instead of that piece. So you can put your elbow and then a vacuum breaker on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is just a one-way valve where the water only goes one way.
Right.
Dave, Bill mentioned it here in the comments. Do you use a restrictor on your water supply when you?
There it is right there. And I have a pressure regulator that is adjustable, and I both turned that up to a higher pressure and to a lower pressure, and I still got a trickle of water from the air gap. There's something else. So obviously mine was white PVC plastic that was cracking, and that was also leaking. So definitely that PVC one needed to get replaced. This is the exact same product, even though it's a different color. Does the same exact thing. I put a brass one in just because that just feels better to me all the way around. And
that never works for me.
It's a trick. It's kind of tricky.
I don't know.
But yes, I have tried varying degrees of pressure, all the way down to 20 pounds, all the way up to 60 pounds. And I cannot get it to stop that little trickle. So there is something else in the line somewhere that's giving me problems. And if you have a suggestion or something else that I should check, let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to, if anybody can name it, I will be sure to you get credit for it. So try hose fitting backflow event. Yes, I have heard that, and believe it or not, there is already a one-way valve at my city water connection. So this is, I guess, belt and suspenders. So, but there is something else that is not right, and I don't know what that is, and I don't know what to look to next. But another project that I've got on hand. This, let's see, there we go. This is a valve for plumbing in my coffee maker. This will automatically, this is an automatic fill valve that will keep my Keurig coffee maker filled with water all the time, so I never have to fill it up again. And I'm looking forward to filming that and getting that in. So there you go. That's going to be a fun one, actually, because I fill my Keurig up about 3-4 times a day. So there you go.
This is what I would try, Dave. I just threw up a picture.
Oh,
you might have to convert some fittings or whatever, but
oh, that's it. So that's the same thing that Bill is talking about.
Yeah.
That's a vacuum breaker. I think Bill was talking about a one-way valve. There's two different things.
That's I believe that's the same thing though, and that would be connected to my city water, and yes, you know, but that believe it or not, my city water fill is a one-way valve to begin with. So while I could do that, I'm trying to figure out what else is actually broken on the coach. There's got to be something else. I mean, there's no way that we can go 20 years with this not leaking and then all of a sudden leaking. So, and even with a new one in place, it's still leaking. So, but yeah, that's the same thing Bill was talking about. It's a backflow preventer right there. So yeah, and same thing. You see it a lot at RV parks and stuff too, where they're already on the spigots at the RV parks. So,
and them things fail all the time.
Yep, they sure do. So, I'm going to give Market Share the last word of the night and say good night to everybody. We are already 18 minutes over. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you for joining in. And a lot of great conversation tonight. So thank you.
Bye. Everybody have a good week.
All right.
Live life full time.
Only one Iron Gary.
Yeah, there you go. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Nice job, guys.
About that, I'll tell you another time.